I can explain indices today, why I longed, and go over like a different asset. I haven't looked at Forex or anything much this week. Let's take a look. Oh, yesterday I actually put in a daily candle. That was like a half day. Nah, little new day opening gap there. This is ass though. This looks a little cleaner for sure. So you see, this is like similar to in Q today, where we go up first, right? So when price does this, when it goes up like this, we're now trading away from the daily open. So now it can't be a bearish expansion candle, right? So when you see this, bro, you don't really want to short, especially past the open. If you want to trade back to the open, that's fine, right? But when price comes back, this is my favorite profile. This is what indices did today, where it came back near the open, because I'm a New York trader. So when it comes back to the daily open after expanding higher like this, I now have something to target, right? And then I'm just low in the daily range, so it's like really nice. So you see, we just really reversed off this, and you have the 9 a.m. open here, which is the 4-hour open. So now you're lining up 4-hour open high low close with a daily open high low close, and you get that hourly CSD here. But yeah, that's like my favorite model here, honestly. And then it's like fractal, right? So this candle hits the key level, right? So we expect the next candle to expand. Session indicator. Oh, it's by TFO. Let me see. It's right here, D1. ICT pill zones and pivots. TFO. So this right here, it just shows like the last 20 trading days. If you want to put to 100, it's going to show, you know, the indicator the last 100 days. This is what you want to see the indicator visible on. Just do it on the hourly time frame. Um, yeah, time zone, America, New York, and then blah blah blah. You can copy this if you want. And there's a bunch of other settings you can do, but you don't need it. It just gets to be too much. I do want to see if there's any clean setups here. So where you would want to look for SMT once we engage with this hourly key level here. Yeah, so you see this SMT here. I think it's with this low or with this low. Doesn't really matter. 1030. Yep, this is really clean. So once this candle opens, right, we make an open low. This is the hourly time frame, right? So the previous hourly retraced into that key level. And we print SMT, and then your interval can be on the 5 minute. You can drop down to the 3 minute, right? This is why I like to use different time frames, because see on the 5 minute we don't have anything. Clear CSD on the 3 minute with the fair value gaps. That's I like to see, and you have like a propulsion block and stuff. That's pretty nice. Frozen? No way. Jesus. Hold on. Frozen like Elsa, huh? Wait, which one? Just did it last time, bro. All right, I'm restarting right now. Look, be popping up soon. All right, we're back, right? Did y'all miss the whole GU thing I was talking about? Bro, what is this? You see this little icon right here? Why is that on there, bro? That's why I don't stream. All right, so I was talking about this. So I'll just go over it again. All right, so I was saying this is one of my favorite profiles. Is when the market goes up, right? So let me go back to replay. Jesus, dude. There. So what this is doing now? See how we're drifting away from the daily open? So now it's like price cannot. It can't form a bearish expansion candle, right? It can't do this. It's not likely to form a fat ass wick like this. You know what I'm saying? So when price comes back to the open, creating the new daily wick, basically, right? So manipulating daily range again, going underneath the daily open. And then once we get, a new alignment with the 4-hour candle. So now I'm aligning a daily expansion candle with now a 4-hour expansion candle. You see this new 4-hour open, right? And then this is just like a continuation entry where we make the low of the 4-hour candle and then we make a chain of state delivery, right? And then the next candle, after taking out this little external high, retraces into the key level. And so it's like the same thing. I don't want to trade this candle because look how far away the open is. Look how far the wick is basically. Like you don't want to trade a candle like this. It's like harder to anticipate a reversal like this. So you just trade the next candle. You see that small opposing run with SMT? And then you have like the 3-minute alignment you could just get in. Sorry to delete all this stuff. We have this little CST here. The 3-minute, you create a swing point, right? And then you already have CSD, so what do we expect the fourth candle to do? Expand. That's what I was going over. Pause again, let's see. I think they're right. I'm good? I think that's good. I think I see it on my screen. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to, yeah, bro. But yeah, that's just GU. I don't even trade Forex. You draw on does, though. See what else there was. You see CAD. Ew. Oh my god. Look at this fat ass range, dude. We're just trading inside of it. No, thank you. This looks kind of good though. Possibly. Oh, it's just fire, dude. Check out these little highs. Where's my line at? Where is the 9 a.m. open? The 9 a.m. open is kind of far. But you see the daily candle, an expansion candle? So when you just engage with the hourly key level again, like it's best to just trade bearishly. Don't try to fade this candle. You're not trying to trade against it. You're not trying to anticipate a giant wick forming. Just like not ideal at all. See if there's anything here. I like this. It's pretty nice right here. I like this entry because we didn't take out anything yet. So these lows to target. It's always best to enter before a significant low is taken. You could have gotten this or this. Bro, I love Forex, dude. We don't want to go over though. Do you recommend buying an account this time of year? I don't have that much experience trading in December and stuff, so I don't really know. But markets have been clean recently, in my opinion. We have CFD accounts, my futures account. What? Oh, that's tough. Let's get gold. Damn, I wanted a reversal up here, but didn't really these highs. Is that nice? Oh, this low resistance. Let's see if like another asset went there already. Nah, it's just nasty. Nasty PA. It's consolidating after taking this high. Be a good target next week though. It's actually S&T up here. But yeah, I would still expect these highs to go at some point. Not today though, maybe. Mm, did I even trade gold this week? I don't remember. I think I traded this day. Yeah, I traded this day. But CL, what's CL doing? Oh, nice. Yeah, these lows were sus as fuck. So look, same model, right? Except, so you have a weekly expansion candle. So you want to align your intermediate time frame model with the expansion. Now we're pretty low inside of the expansion candle, but you see this purge here? It's a little bit higher in the candle. You don't really want to short down here, like down this candle. Look at the daily chart. You see this daily candle is rather large, but if you're just trying to short these lows, it's fine. But yeah, I was basically just showing you this. So the previous candle purged this high, right? So what did it close? It closed an expansion candle. So you look for the reversal off of this high, and you look for SMT there as well. So you see that SMT. So really, you want to short this because it's weaker. Clear these drawings, right? So when you have low resistance to target, right, you ideally want to wait for manipulation, high resistance to trade away from. You get this little SMT here. Look at the hourly chart. I think there's a swing point form maybe. Right. So if you're like a what's the T-Trade Fractal model right here, essentially you want to look for sells in this candle. As soon as we see SDR here, there's your entry. Either market execute or wait for a retest. You would have got missed if you waited for a retest. But yeah, pretty simple. Ideally, you want to trade this asset since it's weaker. But yeah, that's pretty clean actually. I'll stop looking. A little consolidation down here. Pretty clean. My screen frozen. Bro, it's too late for that. Bro, Anki was so nice today though. Oh yeah. So TWX records it and I just pin it to my channel. Pretty much. Bro, what are you talking about? My two D1 haters, bro. I'll show you guys little might be on this. All right, so if we're just gonna use the model that I use, right? So we'll just go over like the past like couple weeks or so. Very simple approach. And so this candle takes out the high, right? So if you want to trade back to the range, again, what kind of candle this close? An expansion candle. So if we want to trade back to the range, we want to trade an expansion back in the range. So this is what is required. This small closing run, trade back in the range. So we trade back to this key level. And again, if we're going to trade away from this key level, it's not going to do it this candle because look how far the open is. It's going to do it the next candle. So this candle. Again, what did this close? An expansion candle. So ideally, we want the low to be swept. You frame a reversal off that. This is where you want to look for SMT and stuff like that. And like clean 4-hour and 1-hour shifts and stuff. And then, right, so if this candle is going to be the smart money reversal, then we want to frame buys to here, right? You'd want to see the lower half of this candle here. It's an expansion candle, be supported. So if we go to the low of the week here, and delete everything now, you see that this low got purged, right? I'm going to leaving these little failure swings right here, right? So this right here, this PR here does not really support a reversal, so meaning it's a continuation signature, right? So when we purge this low, especially with SMT, right? So if this candle manipulated, right, what do we expect the next candle to do? To trade higher. So with the idea alone, I'm already bullish this day. And then when you align the 1 hour manipulation inside of this candle, it's even cleaner. So yeah, basically the opening is up here. The weekly open, I think, right? Yeah. So it's really just consolidating, right? And then Wednesday manipulation. There's no Thursday candle because of the holiday, and then we have today's candle. So if we go to the 1 hour, like the same thing. So you can see yesterday's price action, but you can't. It's not. It doesn't print a daily candle. All right. Oops. All right. So what is the reversal signature? Because we to support this expansion, or sorry, this manipulation, we need a reversal signature, and that's always right expansion mouth expansion. So you get that right. So if this is going to be expansion mouth expansion, we need to see the sell side of the curve, basically support price higher, right? If this is going to be the sell side curve, right? So this little inverse fair value gap we want to see hold, right? We want to see bullish uh, signatures as in rejecting lows. This is what we get here, right? And again, this is just creating the new low of the day, really, right? And it's also a small opposing run. And we have the session highs up here. This is like A plus in my opinion for my model, at least. Well, it's not technically A plus, but it's pretty good. So you see that this hour hits the key level, right? We want to trade this next hourly candle, right? But the thing about this, which is why I don't say it's A plus necessarily, is because the 4 hour candle, the open is way down here, and the new open is like right here. So I'm basically fading the hourly candle, but I have manipulation at a key time, so 9:30 manipulation. And then I have the daily on my side and SMT, and then lower time from CST and stuff. So I can fade this candle. That's why I'm saying it's not A plus, but it's as far as the model goes, it's A plus. I always like to trade away from manipulation. That's what we get here. You have like a couple of options really. So remember, we have to wait for this open on the hourly time frame, right? Because we want to trade expansion candle. We ideally want to wait for 9:30, which is right here. Right, so 9:30, we take out this low again on the lower time frame. Whoops. Let me create another SMT. When I seen that, I went on the 3 minute. So you have a couple options here. You can take the trade on here, on these inverse fair value gap, on these CSD, right? You could wait for a 15 minute. Like it's all up to you, bro. I'm not gonna tell you to trade. You have this CSD. I like the more of the 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute. That's kind of like what I like to enter on. When I saw this inverse here with a fair value gap, it's the same signature, right? Expansion into a low with SMT and expansion away. So I want to enter this, right? That's my reversal signature. I have the hourly expansion candle aligned, and the daily and everything, right? And then, yeah, you just enter this. And then my second entry is just off this here, right? Because then at this time right here, I know that the 10 a.m. open is going to close really soon. Or sorry, the 6 a.m. candle is going to close really soon. And it's going to form a wick, right? It's not like the to reverse in 10 minutes all the way back down here and just disrespect all of this, reversal PDA and this chain state delivery. So I know it's going to close somewhere high. So I can basically get in before that. And it closes all the way up here, right? Basically creating a giant wick, right? So this is why it's kind of hard to anticipate this to happen. But when you have volatility driver, SMT, and like these reversal signatures, then I allow it, at least for me. Um, so yeah, that's my entry. And then same thing on YM. It's just a lot slower. It was a lot weaker than NQ and ES. Where's the? But I actually waited for the open, right? See how we closed down here, but the 6 a.m. candle on NQ closed way up here. So once I saw this, really, um, I was just watching lower time frames basically, and then I think we open somewhere around here. So I saw the price was just supporting on the lower time frames, this down close candle. So I just entered that basically, just TP'd around here, even though it went all the way up here. Kind of missed out on a lot of profit today, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think Black Friday was gonna do that, but sure did. Clean 5-second model for sure, dude. 5-second, boy. 1-to-1 trader? Bro, ignored your message? Where? This message? When's your birthday? It's pretty soon. It's pretty soon. Why do you always have marked out volume imbalance? Oh, this? The indicator? It just does it. I don't actually mark those out pretty a lot. You talking about the indicator? Yeah, longs are pretty good. First thing I want to see is opposing candles. For what? Not necessarily. Trading View app on Mac? Yeah, I wouldn't open that shit either. I'm definitely not opening that DM. Holy moly. If you have time to explain this, please do. If you're trading on NQ today, a good example of what you explained in your recent video on YouTube. Shit, I don't even know what I explained in my recent. What did I explain in my recent video, dude? Yeah, yeah, it actually is. Yeah. And also, what's the earliest time you will enter? The earliest time, oh, like as in time, like so I come to the charts around 8 o'clock or so. Um, I sometimes, bro, like very rarely I'll trade Asia, dude, when it sets up. Like if the previous day manipulated or something, I'll trade Asia. Unless like a relevant reversal point or something, I will sometimes, but not NQ, like never NQ usually. It's usually like gold or like CL or something. But I rarely do, bro. Like not even freaking. I don't even average like one trade a week. I'm not gonna lie. I never shoot London because I'm not awake. But yeah, I'd say 8 o'clock. I will enter if it's there. What was a trade that I took before 9:30? So I would say it's a pretty often thing, honestly. It's not like uncommon. I don't know. I can't really think of one that comes to mind. But okay, what's the other questions here? Before entering, do you need to wait for a pullback, or would you just enter after price broke past the CSD? Yeah, I usually just wait for the CSD. It's usually like this. My entries basically. All right, so I'd ideally want to have SMT with an intermediate time frame model, right? On a lower time frame, I need to be aligned with the expansion candle on the ideally the 4 hour, right? I need that daily candle to support my intermediate time frame model. Um, and also the 1 hour candles, so like 4 1 hour candles in the 4 hour candle. So, anyways, right? It's basically just this. So you're gonna have an inverse fair value gap that you could enter on. That's one possible entry. I did that this morning, or the CSD, the most common one. And there's multiple options here. You could wait for a fair value gap like this, or another CSD, right? So it's really just this. Anything past this, like this expansion, I don't really care about too much, unless we get some clean model on like the 5 minute, 15 minute, then I'll enter on the 1 minute. But it'd be almost the same thing. It's like super simple. My entries are not like complex, like at all. Entries should be like simple. Mm. When trading, what do you personally use order blocks for? So order blocks support expansion. So I trade away from manipulation, right? Or a key level. In order blocks, right? So let's say You're trading away from this manipulation with SMT. You get a chain of state delivery. So now I expect order flow to hold until we get to here, right? Because after this manipulation, what happens after manipulation? We expect expansion into this high, right? And once this high gets taken, I don't really like to enter anymore because we get a new phase of price or whatever. Sometimes it'll continue and all that, but I don't like to enter way up there. Yeah, it just supports expansion. That's really it. But you use them as a higher time frame key objective. Oh, objective? Not necessarily. Like I don't target order blocks. Is that what you're saying? But order blocks on a higher time frame can be a reversal point for sure. Oh, okay, yeah. You're talking about reversal points. Yeah, they can be reversal points for sure. But inside of fair value gaps, like I'd rather see inside of fair value gaps or order blocks, right? A higher time frame, like 4 hour, daily, even a 1 hour, right? I need to see this on the lower time frame. I gotta see manipulation out of that, right? So I'll find an example for you. You just use this, honestly. I mean, maybe this is a good example. Not really. I don't know. It's not really a good example. I got tagged. Let's try to find an example. Okay, I took this. I took this last Friday or something. Right. So again, I want to trade an expansion candle. So I'm not going to trade this 2 a.m. candle. I want to wait for the 6 a.m. candle. But you're going to see the manipulation inside of here. Where's the 4 open? Website. So you see this right here? It's manipulation. And then once the 9:30 opens, we already have the CSD on the hourly. Now I don't even need an hourly CSD. That's like extra confluence. We see how I'm waiting for like some sort of purge, right? And then my entry was like a fractal model that I posted on Twitter somewhere prior to 9:30. It was like right here. I got like, hold on, where was it? We got a 15-minute. We have a chain of state delivery here. I got a position inside of this wick here. That's nice. But yeah, so I just require some sort of manipulation, pretty much. Try to find an example again. Like if you just trade away from manipulation, pair that with like an SMT, like fire. We could use this maybe. Like you have this fair value gap, right? But you also have this manipulation, So that's basically what I'm talking about. And then the order blocks support continuation, you know? All right, I'll do that next time. If you understand it correctly, you don't limit yourself on the third candle. If there is SMT manipulation, you allow yourself to trade candle. Yeah, so this is how I trade candle too. So there's two ways an expansion can, or sorry, two ways a reversal can form. Like this, the one we all seen. Oh, it's not like this. What the fuck? Like this. It's like an indecision almost. I don't want to trade this, right? So basically, how I go off of it, right? If the previous candle, sorry about this dog. The previous candle hits the key level. Let's say there's a candle here, bro. I'll show you some examples too. Say this candle hit the key level, right? And it's an expansion candle, meaning there's no lower time frame reversal inside this candle. So I want to trade this next candle, but here's the thing, right? I want to trade expansion candles. So if this candle opens up, right, and starts trading too far past the open, right here, creating a long wick, right? I don't want to trade this candle because it doesn't support expansion. This is when I would trade the next candle, right? because then I could, if the reversal's already formed, then I could just, this is like the next day model basically. But if we do something like this, we get a shallow run, right? Having that shallow opposing run off the previous candle's high, right? Then this supports expansion back in the range, but we have to have a chain of state delivery inside of here, inside this candle, basically. I'll show you some examples of that. So like, look here. Like, I'm not gonna trade this candle, right? This candle here. No, there's also a way that you can trade a candle that the first candle hits the key level, like right here, right? Because the opposing run is not very large, right? So it can support expansion to these lows and stuff like that, right? But like something like this, look how far the open is, very far. So you'd wait for the next candle. You see how it makes that small opposing run into the highs, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show you a different example. Something like this too, right? I could look to trade this candle higher because the open is near the reversal point, being the fair value gap. Again, like here, this candle here tags the fair value gap. I don't even care if it closes inside the range. Like I don't care about that to be honest. But small opposing run after that, right? This is what I want to trade basically. I'm trying to find you an example of a candle that closes an expansion candle. Go to the daily time frame or something. There is no good examples. Let's go to NQ or something. Look at here, like this is not an example I'm talking about, but see how this day here engages with a reversal point, which is just a 4-hour swing low. So if this day manipulated, then I want to see the next day expand, and then I demand that small opposing run. But I'm gonna find you an example, bro. That happens quite a bit, but I can't find an example. What the frick? It can even be like this. So, like I said, it doesn't have to sweep, but ideally it does. You see how this candle hits the key level? I just want this candle basically. It's really simple. I just want a small opposing run basically, and the reversal to happen before I enter. Like that's literally it. And like this right here. Like see this candle hits the key level. You have failure swings and whatnot. See the small opposing run. Like it doesn't have to sweep the previous candle's high. But here's an example, right? You have this fair value gap. You have that small opposing run. If you get that chain of state delivery, then I will look to trade this candle. And then the third candle, right? I need basically you're gonna have like a key level inside this area, inside this candle. So I want to see it being supported by this this next candle, right? Open low into some relevant level, maybe even like sweep out a low with SMT and stuff to create the low of this candle and to finish out the market maker bottom model and whatnot. So it's like really simple. Try to find another example though. I remember this day was like super clean. Yeah, but if the reversal already happened inside the previous candle, then yeah, you can just trade this candle higher. Remember that day there. Here's an example, except it's late in the day. It's 1400, so not really the best. But if you want to trade back in the range, if you want to be a maniac, then yeah, it's like this candle hits key level. We're gonna get that new phase of price retracement. Then I want it to be expansion, right? And ideally on a lower time frame, I want to see some sort of manipulation here to trade away from as well. And I'm sure there's like some SMT over here. Let's just look. Yeah, you see this SMT here. You can do the same thing with SMT. So if this candle here creates the SMT and its expansion candle, then I want to see a small opposing run, right? What do you call it? Sweeping out this low and supporting expansion. Once we start to expand away from the open, right? Then you can trade that. I don't have to wait for this candle to close. I would miss the entry. And then you see these little fair swings this high up here as well. I would look for the next candle here. Just same thing, right? The reversal already happened, so it's just continuation in candle 3. So if you go like to the hourly or something, we have these opposing candles or whatnot, right? It's essentially this, right? Reversal off here, expansion into a high. Now it's just consolidating, right? We make the low of that candle inside of a key level. So it's like the same thing fractally, right? If this candle hits a key level, right? What is an expansion candle? So I want to see a reversal off this low, right? And then you get the continuation. It's like really, really simple. I swear. Maybe there's SMT there as well. I think so, actually. That's a 1030. Uh, yeah, there's SMT. Yeah, there's SMT here as well. It's like really clean. This is like really clean. Damn. But yeah, it's fractal. But don't get too fractal. Don't do it like 5 minute. Like you're gonna get lost in sauce. Use it as a framework. Does that make sense? RGR. What do you think about December trading? Honestly, don't know. Um, I was not good at trading last year. Come around to December, so I couldn't tell you, man. But it's been clean so far. I don't have a lot of experience trading in December. The apps that yeah, it's like T trades or something maybe, or like Kiko or I don't know. Kiko would know more about it maybe. When I hear intraday can or intraday chain of state delivery, I'm not exactly sure. Were you in that's more of like a lens thing uh that T Trades teaches in his course, intra-candle chain of state delivery. You can probably put it together. Pretty simple. I don't know if I can give that away. I mean, I would literally just I'm gonna trade December, bro. But I mean, just demand clean setups, you know? It should be fine. I've only ever like done FX replay in December and it was fine. Just avoid the really like the the holidays and stuff, maybe the day before and stuff like that. Just that whole week, just avoid that whole week. Pretty much. Yeah, that's probably true, honestly. In trading expansion accounts, you allow Asia to create higher low day. It's ideal. So I mean, anytime you wanna you know, you look to trade, if there's Asia, highs and lows to target, that's ideal for sure. Like in this instance, right? There's no established high today, right? You have session highs, and you have this SMT, and then the chain state delivery and whatnot. It's always a great draw on liquidity, just like today. You can even reverse off the session highs and lows, like right here. If we reverse off the session highs and lows, there's an SMT right here. That would be ideal. There's not. Is there? Okay, there's SMT with Asia highs. What about YM? Okay, this is weird. So over here, the previous day high gets or not. The high day is London session. So I mean, there's SMT there, bro, but kind of weird. If you ask me. Like I would rather have the previous day high unless this day traded into something. Okay, yeah, look. Right, so this day here, right, tag this higher low. Right, so I want to see if you want to trade it back into the range or see this as a reversal, these fair swings or whatever, then I would want to see the next day. I'm always focused on the next day mostly when a key level is engaged. Like we can just go over like some things here. So you see this fair value gap? I'm more so focused on this day to go to external here. That expands to external, but it just has a weak close. We look at this order block or whatever. I'm more so focused on the next day to follow through off of this key level, right? If we look at the propulsion block, I'm not focused on this day. I'm focused on the next day. You know, But again, you need to see reversal signatures on the intermediate time frames, you know? You can even look over here, right? You have this consolidation. If I want to trade, a reversal AMD back in the range, I'm not going to look at this data to create the reversal. I'm looking at the next day to follow through. If I want to see a reversal off this fair value gap, not this day. And again, this is that expansion candle again. I'm gonna look at the next day, right? To reverse off this high. See that small opposing run supporting expansion. And if there's something to target the next day, then that's obviously a continuation, right, to these lows. This is on any time frames too, really. You can go to the weekly chart. I also have another rule that I haven't really went over, but it's basically right. If this first candle hits key level, right, I want to trade this next candle, but see the wick, very large. So if the reversal formed here, then I want this to be the high. I want this to be the reversal point. I want to see price revisit this. So again, I just want to see the next candle expand, right? So it's like it's basically like a two model or two candle thing, right? If the second candle doesn't expand into reversal, then I need the third candle to do it. But I will look inside this candle to expand away from it. But if it has that large opposing run and whatnot, then I'll just look for the third candle to do it. So you see this candle here, it's a weekly chart. The next candle expands, not this one. This candle here, this fair value gap, the next candle expands. It's just a little rule, a nice little rule. You have all these lows and stuff, right? It's not going to reverse off this candle. It's going to do the next one. But yeah, it's a simple rule you can use. Now, don't pattern trade or nothing, but again, what's more important is a lower time frame signatures supporting like reversal and stuff. That's what's like more important. This is like a little framework you could use, When trading expansion candle, do you allow Asia to create higher low? Oh, Asia to create higher low today. Um, no, like I don't really. I'm not really like Asia. Definitely on indices is not going to be higher low today most of the time. Now it can be in certain cases like this. So if you go here, like when you get this reversal signature in Asia, like yeah, then I don't really expect this to. I actually trade this day as well, but I don't expect this to be traded back to right because this is like a valid reversal signature, right? Expansion into low, expansion away, high resistance created. So yeah, I wouldn't want to see that, but in this case, right? There's nothing I can't really expect it to be high today because it's consolidation, right? And then we manipulate the lows. Now, once we manipulate, we start expanding back in the range, and look at all these highs. Like I don't expect these highs to hold. Same thing here. Like, wouldn't it really expect that to hold? Um, yeah, like a lot of times, price is gonna come back to Asia highs. Like comes back here, comes back here. Both sides get taken here. Both sides get taken here. Both sides get taken here. But it's just very rarely, especially in Asia, on indices, very rare that the high of the day is going to be Asia session. Like, look, all these days are not Asia high or low today. Maybe this day is actually. Yeah, technically this day was. It damn near came back though. It actually did. It did come back. They're always a good thing to come back to. This day was. I remember this day. I didn't trade this day because I didn't trust it, to be honest. Like you have the opening price come down, right? Creating those order blocks and close over them, but I didn't trust it, bro. I think 9:30 was like 9:30 open was like way up here, dude, or something. I was like, no, I'm not trading this day. Of course, the fees caught this though. The fees is a beast. He caught that. But if it's something like this, look at this. If it's something like this, right, where price opens up, creates that small position run, and then expands away, right, and then what's near us is like a draw on liquidity. I don't really expect price to reverse all the way down here to create a new low today and then come all the way back here. It's like more of a situation thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, we'll see how December and January are. How many assets do I trade? I trade like three mainly. but I have added a couple. So look, I trade indices, right? So I'll trade YM, NQ, and ES. Now YM is like gotta be clean, and as of recently, bro, it has been really clean. I'm not gonna lie. Like you look at all these days, bro. Both of like this reverse here out these highs and these lows are so fire. So look, you have these lows here, and we sweep out this high with S&T, by the way. And then again, I have this 10 a.m. open. Wait, no, 6 a.m. open right here. Oh, sorry, it's right here. It's even better. But the previous 4-hour candle here. So again, it's always good to trade back to the Asia lows. But look here, right? So the 6 a.m. open goes open high, creates the high of the candle, and again, you have that intra-candle chain of state delivery here, and it's in that aggressive fashion where it's expansion into the reversal point, expansion away. So that's the reversal signature, right? And then we look to trade back to the lows. And then if you look at the buys, even it's even cleaner because the reason why this is even cleaner is because look at the daily candle, right? It's an expansion candle. And the same thing, 10 a.m. goes open low. And what you want to wait for is this candle to close on the hourly candle, right? Because we have this, look at the large opposing run from the open. Just wait for this open. I don't, let's just pretend this is a hour open now. Right, so we're not going to trade this candle. Why? Because it's not an expansion candle. And wait for that next open. And again, if you're in lens, you can already see like what's here. Now, this isn't the model, but if you did to apply that logic to what I'm showing you here, it's like the same thing almost. It really is. We're starting to disrespect opposing PD rays. Price is respecting the opposing candles here. Look at the 15-minute chart. You want to use the 15-minute as an entry. There you go. And yeah, it's like really clean. And look at the 4-hour candle, right? Kind of a large wick, right? But look at the daily candle. It's a supporting expansion, right? So this is when you just wait for that hourly candle to close to trade alongside the 1-hour expansion candles back to the high. Anyways, yeah, I was just talking about YM. YM is pretty clean recently. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look over here. Oh yeah, I traded that. Even right here, dude. Like, it's so clean. Look how you have here. Right, you have these highs, right? Equal highs. London low today, taking out, manipulating the daily range, right? And then we expand away from that. We come back into these opposing candles, and yeah, dude, it's like really clean into these feather swings up here. I don't know why YM has been so clean, but yeah. Anyways, I trade all three indices. I trade gold, and silver. Now it's not like I'm gonna trade like say like you know gold and silver are both setting up clean. I'm only gonna trade one of them, so I'm only counting one of them to be honest. It's just I have these on my chart just for like relative strength with the SMT and stuff. Yeah, I trade gold basically, silver, and then you have like CL. I love CL. It's just oil. And I added these three. I don't really trade them too much. Only when they set up really nicely. Which they really haven't been this week. Like, look at what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trading that. Uh, NG again, nothing really clean, bro. When I come to New York, I don't really see anything here. Like, I want price to come down here, maybe sweep out one of these lows. I'm not gonna trade away from these failure swings. I'm like not doing it. So and like, what the hell is that? It sets up sometimes, so when it does, I'll trade it. But I'm never gonna look at this because what the heck, bro? It's ranging, you know. So more of my day trading, if I want to scalp and stuff, it's gonna be on NQ and ES mainly. But like for like maybe a clean OSOC entry for the day or something, if it sets up clean daily profile and everything, I will trade one of these three random. It's sort of like copper, and you have like platinum, and then natural gas. Look here, it's a clean daily candle, right? So we have these equal lows. And again, I can trade this candle, the first candle that hits the key level, only if the opening is near your reversal point, and it creates that small opposing run. You know, look at the hourly chart; it freaking loads. Okay, it's only showing one daily candle because of Thursday. Thursday was actually clean on Thanksgiving. What the fuck? It's like really clean. Did the reversal here, right? High resistance created, sweeping out this little low, and obviously the higher time from candle engaged. And then this is what I need to see basically. If it's going to be a higher time from candle, if I want to trade the first candle, I have to have an hourly CSD, which I have that. And then price pulls back into this fair value gap. And it's the same rule. Like, look at the same rule playing out over and over. So look at this low, right, that gets taken out, or even the higher time frame reversal. The first candle hits the key level, right? I want to trade the next candle. So notice how I'm doing the same thing on every single time frame. So this candle hits the fair value gap. I ideally want to see the reversal this next candle, right? Which it does. Do that right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like really simple. And then you would just align all of this stuff with a 4-hour open, high, low, close, and the daily is already supporting it at this point. But here, I don't have anything clean. Like, I don't have any lows being taken. I really want to see something like this. Would be really clean. Damn, it's just lagging, bro. I'd rather see something like this, where price is taking out this low, and I can basically trade to this high. Like, that would be a really nice model to me. Now you do have these opposing candles, I guess, and you see price comes into this and then expands, but I don't like to trade against failure swings. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I just trade those markets. Occasionally, oh yeah, occasionally I do trade like currency futures, which is basically just like Euro USD, like the majors, but that's pretty rare. I'm not gonna lie, like very rarely. That's just showing markets to watch, honestly. Like I'll check the daily and I'll be like, is it setting up? Then cool, then I'll watch it. Hindsight, yes. Do you want hindsight? Uh, where was I at, dude? But never mind. Oh yeah, bro. Do I backtest? Yes, I do backtest. I used to backtest a lot, but not so much anymore. Or how do I backtest? I backtest like on FX replay. I don't have FX replay anymore though. 1 or 2 days is enough. No, no, no. What do you mean by that? You need like months of data. You need a lot of data, bro. So if Asia creates formation for reversal, you need trade away. Yeah, yeah, it really depends. But on NQ and stuff, you're gonna see that a lot on like um, you know, other assets. Like if I show you CL or something, but not so much on NQ. You're not gonna see that too much. Like I would never trust these highs to be the high of the day, because maybe it ran out this little high, but I don't really care about these internal highs and stuff. I want to see like the actual range high get taken, like this high. Like all this is just failure swings to this high. Also, you maybe like even look here, bro. Like it has that formation, right? Where it takes out some liquidity, right? You have the chain of state delivery, but it's really just to come back into this fair value gap and then it reverses. So I don't really rate away from what do you call it, Asia. It would just be to like a short term target, so like this high. Or if I was to trade, let's say, I think I just saw an example maybe. Like here, I did not trust this day because it is Asia high, but I didn't trust it. I missed this sell because I don't feel comfortable trading away from this. It just sold off. But this was Asia low today. The SMT here, like maybe. But I'm not even trading New York right here because there's nothing to target at this point. Right? The daily range is already massive. If you wanted to trade, let's just look. Wait, hold on. Go to RB. Like if there's no SMT here, like I don't think I'm trusting it. Okay, there is SMT. Wait, is there? Yeah, there is. Right. So look, if you're a London trader, you trade this, right? Because we have manipulation here with SMT, and you just target this high up here if you're London. But this doesn't really mean too much to me if I come into New York session right now because there's nothing to target. Like I don't have a model really. You could say you have internal to external up here, but it's already so high up. The range is already massive, so I don't really expect that to happen. That's not really how I trade. But yeah, I like to trade two Asia highs. That's the best. These little failure swings. I think I traded this day here. These lows. I remember Wednesday. Did I trade that? I should have if I didn't. So yeah, see this reversal off of session highs. That's always nice. Let's look here if there's SMT. Anything? I think there was SMT this day. I think this is a nice actually. Yeah, yeah. So check this out. So see how Asia purges these lows. There's actually the previous day purges lows, but there's SMT, right? So again, if the previous day manipulated, then I expect the next day to expand. So this is when I would actually expect, maybe the earlier sessions to be the low of the day, because the previous day already manipulated, right? There's not much more that I need to see, you know. And then we have the new week opening gap right here, supporting price. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, if like the previous day manipulated, then you can trust it, like right here, something like this. I mean, this is like not even Asia high today, but when the previous day manipulated or when price is super heavy, like on it already in distribution, this is when you're going to get Asia and London higher of the day, right? You have this previous day manipulating these highs, right? So if we're going to distribute, there's no reason to revisit this high, right? I just expect the next day to open low, high close. You're gonna see that a lot. Again, previous day manipulates this low. Right? If we're gonna go back to the new week opening gap, then we can have these lower, um, these earlier sessions below today, right? But yeah. Um, yeah. YM best asset for real, dude. Holy moly! I'm struggling to fully scale down and align timeframes effectively. Okay, yeah, that's hard. For example, if we're on the weekly and sweep the previous week's low, accepting a reversal pattern into an expansion on the weekly candle, how do I frame that on the 4 hour or the daily 4 hour and more? Okay, yeah. So if you want to trade the very day that sweeps it, for one, you have to already expect, like you can't pattern trade, um, sweeps of candles and stuff. Like, let me try an example here. So like here, this is that week. That was that day I was just talking to you about. My family's already back, but so like here we have SMT. You already would be expecting this, right? So if I go to the hourly time frame, what do I need to have again? I need to have that small opposing run supporting expansion because that's what we have on the daily, right? And you want to trade away from a key level on a 4 hour or something. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. So where was that? Where was that? Yeah, see how we're aligning with the model, right? You got that small opposing run on the daily, and then here, if you want to trade this like manipulation or something for this key level or whatever, just aligning with a 4 hour candle, right? Open low, then yeah, does that make sense, kind of? I think this is like pretty clean right here. Yeah, look, you have this chain of state delivery. Where is this at? Yeah, yeah. Um, another. So what are you talking about here? So You're showing us how to do this, but I'm having trouble putting everything together. I can try finding everything out there. Also, another thing, for example, if we close under the 4-hour OB, how would you frame that? Especially since you don't instantly short often. Are you talking about like, you're talking about maybe like, for example, this order block or something? Like, how do I say this is a 4-hour time frame, and we're confirming that with this sweep on the weekly chart? You're saying how do I go about right when we close above this, for example? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. OSOC is just catching the majority of the daily range. That's literally it, or the weekly range, whatever candle you're trading within. Really it. Like today was OSOC on NQ. I go here. So I traded from here. Basically just want to trade from the low. I'm gonna catch around the low today, or just basically catch the majority of the daily range to like a higher time from objective. So maybe like these highs or these highs like that. Pretty much. Pretty simple. If you want to learn about that, you can watch AM trades or join the lens. That's like all his framework is about. Yeah, so iFreg asked, can you explain why to trade the next candle and not the same one? But this depends, right? So the reason why is because we want to trade expansion candles. So when a price hits a key level and it's not an expansion candle, you don't wait for the next candle, right? Because it's not going to reverse in that candle, right? So if you want to trade this, if you want to trade off this low, right? Because the SMT got printed right here. The SMT did get printed right here, right? But I'm not going to trade this candle. I'm going to wait for the next open because this candle cannot be a bullish expansion candle away from this reversal point. So I'd wait for the next candle, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you have lower time from SMT here after the open. This is 930, makes a low, takes out this low, right? Now, what do we notice here though? The 4-hour candle is not an expansion candle. So if you want to fade a candle, this is what I mean by fading candles. Is I'm basically trading back to the open of a candle that's not an expansion candle in my direction, right? This is essentially like when you see this candle, right? When you hit a key level, this candle can only ever be a bearish expansion candle or a reversal candle with like a long wick. It can never be an expansion candle. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to trade with an expansion candle. So when this next 4-hour opens, we expect the real expansion to occur, right? See that? That small opposing run, right? To the body is going to be or the majority of the candle is going to be a body, you know. This is a small body. I don't want to trade a small body reversal candle. Just like right here, right? I want to trade a large body, right? Not this. This can only ever be a small body bullish candle. I don't want to trade that. Does that make sense, kind of? Same thing on the daily chart, majority, right? I want to trade this small wick supporting expansion, right? These little equal highs and stuff. So, like, if you wanted to trade the reversal off of these lows, because at this point, there was a SMT here, but I would never trade this candle because it doesn't support bullish expansion candle away. If you just wait for the next day, have that small opposite run supporting expansion away from manipulation, then you know it's much likely to expand, right? So like IPTA, this is just IPTA, right? Faces the price. We have manipulation and then distribution. Like the candles, the openings of prices and stuff, open, high, low, close, kind of support each other, you know. You also have this day manipulating here, creating SMT. If you just look at phase of price, right, we expand into a low. You have consolidation. You manipulate. And if we expand back through the range, right, that's a reversal, right? So when we reverse, where do we go? External, right? So I wouldn't trade this day, the manipulation day, right? It's also a Monday. So open low, we're creating higher resistance. If you go on ES, right, you see this little curve right here, right? That went to the next day, opened low. So I'm gonna have that small opposing run on my side. Then I want to trade 1 hour and 4 hour models ideally to basically make up the majority of the daily range, right? So price will key off of those hourly and 4 hour key levels to basically expand and create the daily range. So now, but if we, let's say we open up near a key level, let me try to show you an example of that. Um, nah, trying to find an example here. All right, maybe here. Mm, that's kind of a good example. Not really, but basically, you see how this candle is a reversal into expansion. If it has that smaller wick, ideally it's a little bit smaller. If it has that smaller wick, then you can trade this candle, right? But if we open up down here and then hit the key level, I want it for the next day. Essentially, pretty much it. Like here, I already remember this PA, right? This day, like you could have traded this day, right? But we have this day manipulating the daily range, or sorry, the weekly range. We have Monday open low, SMT off the swing low. But the real expansion for the week is going to be the next days, right? Into these like failure swings and stuff. You can see this fair value gap, right? We're not going to reverse the day we hit it because the open is too far away, right? You want to wait for the next day, more likely to expand. Even this fair value gap, right? Trade the days after. Not always the case, but you also need to align, again, like reversal signatures on the intermediate time frames to even support that idea. Was good. Yeah, it is recorded. What's your outlook on NQ? Yeah, so already like the day's already over, you know. But coming today I was bullish because all right, let's just use this model like again, I'll go over it again. We'll even start like over here. So this week hits the key level, right? So the reason why I like this rule because you're usually going to see that next phase of price in 1 or 2 candles, right? So when you expand into a key level, again, 1 or 2 candles. So in this case, it's one. And I always want to trade expansion back to range. So what do we have here? Small opposing run support expansion, right? And back to the range. This swing low, this swing high. And you have this opposing candle being a reversal point. And if we're going to reverse from this key level, just like if we're going to reverse off of this high, it's going to do it within the first 2 candles. What does it do? The first candle again. It's really the same model as up here, right? This candle hits key level, I want this next candle to be a reversal. This candle hits key level, I want the next candle to be a reversal. And the way these candles form, the first candle hits key level, is important. See how these are both expansion candles? So ideally, I want to see a reversal off the previous candle's high. It doesn't always have to be the case, but in this case it does, right? So if this is going to be a reversal off of just this bullish, range and stuff, off this bullish key level, well then I want this to be I don't want this low to like be revisited. So inside of expansion, just in distribution in general, you don't see deep retracements. So you could just use this simple rule of I want to see this candle, the upper half of this candle support price higher, and I want to see bullish order flow. So if you drop down to the 4 hour time frame, let's go to the daily because you can see it better. Right. I want to see continuation signatures. Right. What are continuation signatures? Right. Leaving failure swings when you retrace. Right. That's a retracement signature. You see these little failure swings up here. Right. Does this look like a reversal to you? No. So what does that mean? We're going to continue basically, especially when we take out lows and create SMT. Right. So why was I bullish today? You have this little thing. Also, let's just hold on. Let's rewind a little bit. So when I say I want to see like phase of price supports my idea of going long off of these down close candles on the weekly time frame, what do we have here, right? Expansion. What comes after expansion? Well, We don't know. It could be retracement, consolidation, or reversal. So what happens here? We expand, we consolidate, right? Inside bar, right? And then we manipulate, right? This low and have aggressive move back in the range, right? So now this is aligned with my higher time frame model. The daily price delivery is aligned with that. So inside of just a market maker model in general, where this is the what's it called, external or whatever, the sell side curve, the whatever PDR is on the sell side curve, right? Once we close over them, we want to see them support price. So this is a very lackluster delivery. If I go on ES though, looks a bit cleaner, right? But we're just talking about ES right now, or sorry, NQ. So yes, or Wednesday, we manipulate, right? And we have SMT. So it's the same thing, right? This day manipulated. I want to see the next day expand. So that's why I was basically bullish. You know, same thing that I just went over on the weekly time frame, right? But now it's on the daily. So if I go down to here, the same thing really, where it's like I want to see sell side PDRs support each other, right? You really just have this inverse fair value gap. It doesn't really mean much to me, but I want to see this small opposite run, right? And I want to frame an intermediate time frame model to my higher time frame objective. And like I said, I want that daily candle to support that idea. When you have this purge on this low, what do we have? We now have buy side, intraday buy side aligned with our higher time frame buy side. You have that daily candle supporting price, right? And then you have the SMT. That's even better. All right, so it's like the same thing. This candle hit the key level, the hourly time frame. It's not a reversal candle, it's an expansion candle. So I want to see a reversal off this low. And then you add the time element of 930, where you have 930 taking out this low, creating another SMT. And then you have that change in state delivery. So you see how it's all the same thing, really? And then once this 4-hour candle closes, like I said, it's not an expansion candle, this candle. So the real expansion is going to come after 10, right? That's what you see here. Because this opposing run doesn't really support it, but you can fade this. Like I said, I already put out the rules for that. But yeah, that's why I was bullish. But yeah, I would just expect these highs really. Probably not going to get there today though. But ES already took out like the external uh, daily highs, right? Yeah, I just did. And yeah, so if you look here, ES is a lot stronger. So you have that SMT, that bullish SMT inside of this sell side PD array. Whoops. Right, so your initial target's here, and you can look beyond that, right here. The daily just looks a lot cleaner too. The new week opening gap, supporting price pretty nicely. Right, so this candle here created SMT, but also hit the new week opening gap, so you could assume that we go and take this high, right? And this little down move here is just a lower time frame market maker model, pretty much. How do you find ranges? I feel like I always use the wrong ones. I really just look at manipulation. So like it can look like this. It can look so many ways. I don't really like have a specific, you know. Sometimes it's really simple where it's like, we have let's say this low. We have failure swings, and then we just manipulate the low, and then you trade back into the highs. This is like the most simple one. Sometimes it looks a lot different. If I can try to draw one, like a different version for you. Sometimes you can just have a draw on liquidity, right? Let's say the daily opens right here. Whoops. Let's say we do something like this. You manipulate it low. So I'm really just my range is like I want to target this high, right? So I'm just requiring manipulation to then basically like the activation of expansion to this high. So we manipulate off these lows, and then you know um, I expect distribution to the highs. And you could just the same thing I just drew earlier, or just then. It's like range high from range low, but if I have liquidity past that, then I expect price to continue past that. Um, yeah, I don't really know. Like, let's just go over like some examples, like what I would use. But essentially here, like right, you have this range from here to here. But like I said, the previous week hit this key level, right? So I want this range to hold, right? If this opposing candle is going to hold, right, this low has to hold, obviously. So I want to look for manipulation, which is we have right here. So now, if this is a manipulation, now my range moves to this low to this high. Originally, it was this high to this low. Once we have manipulation, I expect expansion. So I don't want to see price revisit this low, right? So I can just delete this. Now it just becomes this. And you have a bunch of intraday ranges pretty much all up in here. So it's like a little confusing, but if you just think about price in one candle, then it becomes a lot more simple. I already did. Greg, do you miss it? Bro, no way you missed that shit. Greg, did you actually miss that shit? Okay, let me study. All right, guys, let's study here. So we got a turtle soup SMT. Okay, breaker. Another SMT. Holy shit. Okay, confirm the SMT with that. Nice, dude. I'm studying. Okay, everyone study that. By the way, Freg has a mentorship. If you want to hit him up, he has a mentorship. He has a signal service. So just letting you know. His DMs are open. That's true, by the way. Anyways, what market are we gonna look at now? What the market? Dude, look at YM, man. It's like actually so inspirational. Like, what the fuck? This is literally so clean. What am I doing, bro? This order block, right? So look, oh my god, dude. Let's just go over this model that I use, basically. All right, so we have the manipulation. Kind of weird how we just left these lows. I don't know if it's SMT. We sweep out this low and have a clear like rejection candle. So obviously you want to trade this next candle higher, and then we're disrespecting this fair value gap, obviously. And then the remaining weeks, all you do is just target these fair swings. Like it's pretty simple. Sometimes bias can be like so simple. Um, it's really the reversal, right? Once the reversal is confirmed, then it's like super simple. Um, like when price is expanding, you don't really know where it's going to go or reverse off of. So like I would expect price to go to these equal lows, but it just reverses off this, whatever. But once this reversal candle is printed, then it's like okay, well if we start to expand from here, let's look for the other side, right? Um, so right, if you want to trade back into the range, again same model, yeah, right? This candle hit the external. If we're gonna get that new phase of price of retracement or expansion back in the range, it's gonna happen this candle or the next one. So it happens this candle, right? Small opposing run supporting expansion back into the range, right? If we're going to reverse and continue this range from low to high, it's gonna do it the next candle, right? Not this candle, right? Small opposing run, right? Expansion. This is what I want to trade, these expansion candles, right? And obviously we're gonna target these failure swings up here, this next candle. But notice how we don't. Notice how this is the first candle hits key level, right? So I want this candle to reverse back in the range, which it doesn't do it, nor does it really do anything. It doesn't reverse, doesn't have a reversible candle. It's just kind of like indecisive, right? This is this type of PA that I want to avoid really. I'll just wait for another key level to be engaged, pretty much. Right, so this candle hits the key level, right? But then we have a new monthly open right here, right? So I think it's right here, is it not? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm trying to find the monthly open here. I think it's right here. Looks like it's just consolidating really. And then right, so this could have been the CSD actually. Right, you have to sweep all these lows and stuff. Right, so this should have been the continuation, right? So if it fails to do so, like obviously the low is going to get taken. But this becomes the new reversal point. This is the previous week's low inside of that fair value gap. And again, it's like the same thing, right? So this one fails, right? and then you have this candle hit the key level. I want to trade this next candle. Right? Notice how the open is pretty far away. I wouldn't really want to see price take out this low. That's why it's not an expansion candle. But if this is a reversal candle, then I want to see the next candle expand, right? That's what we get, right? What do we get as well? After taking out this high, we get consolidation where we take out this high. Right? Why is it consolidation? Or just a continuation signature in general? Leaving these failure swings as well as this high up here. Right? So if this candle hits the key level, I expect the next candle to expand. Right? So it's not going to work every time, that's for sure. But yeah. And then if you go back over here, take out these lows. This is that new monthly open, by the way, where we have this just coming back in the range, sweeping out some lows. And then this monthly open takes out the previous month's low and also that small opposing run. Right, so this week hits the key level. I want to see a small opposing run if we're going to continue that, right? And I think there's some fair swings right here as well. But there's really not, honestly. I was looking at this. It's like equal highs on the weekly. Technically are equal highs, but I was looking for something more obvious. All right, same thing. We take out this external, right? I want the next week to come back in the range. It does, but it doesn't really expand, doesn't really do much, honestly. And then the next week, we reverse off that low. So it's like the same thing over and over, pretty much. But yeah, you don't want to pattern trade it. You have to, use weekly profiles. The phase up price signatures and all that for reversal, SMCs and shit. Yep, with you're done. Yep, yep. What else we got? Look at some forex. The SMT down here. It's kind of clean. And it's low. These still fair swings. After you take out this daily swing low, little fair swings, then price coming back into the range aggressively. I want to see if there was any SMT here. Not really seeing any. Does this hold? Kinda, I guess. Yeah, this breaker here, supported price. Kind of decent, but I don't see anything for New York really. This is clean though, like this. Right. So again, this candle hits the key level. If we're going to expand to these fair swings and whatever, then I want to see this candle have that small opposing run, expand, right? But this little consolidation, right? Expansion consolidation that we expect expansion again is like pretty clean. We're gonna end. It's all Asia session, dude. Asia expansion, Asia manipulation here. I don't think I've ever traded this pair, to be honest. Look here, right? If you're gonna use like little rule that I use, right? Fair value gap. This this candle hit the key level, right? This candle obviously doesn't reverse, so the model is like basically done, but it doesn't mean we can't reverse, right? Because you would still need that signature of reversal, right? And I still obviously trade when that rule is just not met. I just put my main focus on those two candles, right? What day was this, by the way? Tuesday. So what day? Oh, it's Wednesday. Okay. Looks for any SMT here. I don't think I see any. The following days is clean SMT though, like right here. Super clean SMT there, but there's no SMT here at the reversal point. I don't think. Yeah, there's. which is fine. Essentially, price. All right, change state deliver here. Okay, so now you're entering on candle 3, where candle 1 is a expansion into reversal. Right, so you look for these next couple days. But now it's just about having that the daily candles have that small opposing run supporting expansion, the continuation after this manipulation occurred up here. And so now you're just trying to play off of. Ideally, for me, I like to wait for manipulation, like so manipulation inside of the candle to then distribute. So in this case, we manipulate these little highs right here, and have SMT. So basically, my range is this is the reversal point. Now we'll target these. You see these little failure swings down here. All these little failure swings. This to me is like a really good model. Like this to me is like a OSOC to me because I only trade New York session, so I'm just trying to catch the majority of the New York session really. So this would be like the majority of the New York session really right here. And you could leave runners down here. And then again, down here, I wouldn't be too interested because uh, especially if you're a New York trader, like there's nothing to trade here. This is how you avoid a bunch of losses. Like don't trade this day because for one, the daily range is already huge and the draw liquidity is taken. So more likely to just chop and stuff. You can avoid a lot of losses like that. Yeah, this is like the A plus stuff right here. Same thing with this day. Never trade New York session if like look, the daily range is already printed, right? And then we've already taken out an external low, right? So we're probably just gonna chop. And the previous session expanded. Not worth it. What else is there? It even look like this. So you see this manipulation here? Trying to hold on. See how there's nothing on the daily that we hit. There's no key level on the daily. On the 4 hour, there's a clear, you know, engagement with this high. And this, I guess there actually is a weekly fair value gap and stuff. But if we're going to reverse off this high, right, then it's going to the next day, basically, right? Because we expect that new phase of price, right, after hitting a key level or a high, and then you pair that with like maybe an SMT possibly. I don't think there is. Nope. What about what's up here? Maybe there's like a daily SMT. I'm gonna have to use like the 4 hour. What about this high? 5 o'clock, 24th October. 24. Okay, took that out. I don't think there's any SMT to be honest. Ideally, you want to see SMT. About here. Here's another model though. Price takes out this low. You see how it's not a reversal candle? There's a long wick. So inside this wick, probably going to see a reversal already, right? Now the CST is way up here, so this is when you have to use inverse fair value gap. That's when price inverses. Basically when it goes expansion, mouth expansion, I really want to see price really reaccumulate in this area and then distribute, be supported by this this inverse fair value gap. And then you look for SMTs, which I think we have one right there. Yeah, this is nice. You see the next day? So this day manipulates, right? You want to show the next day, and then you have this SMT at the low of the day. This is a perfect time to get in. If you're an Asia trader or something, you have all these little highs up here too. Inside of that inverse fair value gap. Anyways, I'm fucking yapping right now. How many hours did you backtest a day? Oh god, dude. You drawn in Eifert? No, bro. Oh, AB's in here. What's up? Yeah, I used to backtest every day for hours, man. Used to go to work, backtest. I don't know how many hours, bro, but it was at least a couple. Maybe not every single day. I'm not gonna be like dramatic, but a lot, bro. a lot. Not gonna lie. What you gotta do. Oh hell yeah, dude. Okay, let's read this now. You avoid pattern trading? Oh yeah, I do. I don't pattern trading nothing. If we get a swing formation with a small opposing run and expect for our expansion panel, how would you position yourself? Could you break it down for us from a higher time frame? You use so basically go from like the higher time frame to lower time frame is what you want? No, I don't swing trade. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so if you want to be like A plus about it, so the thing I don't require the previous hit a key level. Okay, I really don't. Ideally, you want to draw on liquidity though. So if you want to NQ today, let's do something else. Let's do like CL or something. Go to this day actually. Um, so like your best days, bro, are gonna be like the day following a key level being hit. So like this day and this day because this day didn't reach the draw on liquidity yet, right? This is by the way fractal, so this could be the 4 hour as well. But inside of this candles, I want to see basically the same thing. I want to see a high being taken or a fair value gap on the 1 hour, 4 hour, all within the daily, candle supporting that, or the hourly candle supporting that, or just the hourly model. Sorry. So look here. Also, the phase of the price is important, right? Because we get that expansion with expansion, right, supporting the reversal. And then whatever after that, I want to see continuous and signatures, which would be consolidation, like right here, right? Or retracement, leaving failure swings, right? I don't really want to see if it's expansion back into a range. I always, I ideally want to see expansion into a higher low because um, I just find that being the most like, if you look here, hold on, let me try to find an example. Uh, See this expansion into this high, like I don't know why, dude. It's always like cleaner when it's expansion into a higher low. That's my favorite thing to do is straight away from higher lows, to be honest. Like I think it's so much better than fair value gaps or order blocks, to be honest. I don't know why. That's just like my personal opinion. Um, anyways, so let's like look here. For example, right, the previous day manipulated, right? You can even look here as well, though. You can even look here, right? The previous day manipulated. You look to trade both of these days. So let's see if there's anything that we can see. So in the 4 hour, there's nothing, right? There's no key level, so you'd have to revert to the hourly time frame in this day specifically. So in this case right here, we are getting the continuation signature we want to see, right? Expansion, what are we getting? Consolidation. But for me to trade away from consolidation, I need manipulation. So like I would need SMT with like this high. So if we don't have that, I just simply don't take it. You could argue this though, right? You have this opposing candle. We're gonna use the same model, right? This opposing candle that gets created with this candle. This candle tags the opposing candle, but kind of comes too high in the range for my liking. And you have the same model where we trade the next candle, right, off of off the high because it's expansion candle. But let me just see if there's SMT here. I don't think there is. So that is 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Okay, so there was SMT like right here. Yeah, it's just not. I'm not taking this to be honest. I don't think I'm not really taking that. So yeah, we have this expansion right into this little high and whatever. Is it within a 4 hour expansion candle? Yeah, I don't think I'm taking it. Like there's nothing for me to take. I rarely trade off of opposing candles, and yeah, I'm not taking that. To be honest. Let's go to the next day though. I don't think there's anything this day though. That's really that clean. Unless you're gonna trade London to this S&P. Again, I don't think there's an S&P. You want RB though. So what I will trade though is like a manipulation like this. So like I said, I like to trade away from manipulation, but if it's a fair value gap or an opposing candle, this is what I require. It's simple, like just high resistance and then basically the open of an expansion candle supporting expansion away from this. And ideally, like I said, I want an SMT, which we didn't really have over there. And it's already low in the daily range. So it's like, yeah, like it's very obvious the price is gonna draw into this into what was it? This low, right? Because again, right, expansion. We're just more so consolidating on the lower time frames. Who do you expect expansion to here? But like I don't really feel comfortable trading away from anything in here. This day, same thing, right? We expand this low. You have a range high to range low, right? So a continuation signature. But again, if I want to trade away from consolidation, I want the high to be traded to, which it just doesn't do it here, right? So for me to like trade against this, it's not really something that I view as A plus. But look here, right? I wouldn't trade this candle if I'm going to trade away from this some manipulation on the lower time frame. It would trade this candle, right? Because for one, it's in session, and we have that small opposing run. We have expansion away. Do we have any SMT with a high? No. Yeah, this is like maybe you could take this, bro. This this is technically high resistance, right? But you don't really get a tag kind of melted value. And then once we do this, right, we take out major highs and lows. I don't even look, bro. I don't even look, right? Because why? I'm not gonna be iFrag and D1 chase like this. He's really good at it. He has like 80% signals and stuff, but not for me. Oh, look here though. This is fire as fuck. This I don't even think the daily even hit anything, right? It maybe have this like new week opening gap, but I don't really care. What I see here, dude, is simply lows, right? A manipulation, and yeah, I'm just catching from this high to this low. That's it. And I consider this a pretty good trade. Now look at the daily candle. It doesn't really support expansion really like way down here or something. So my target has to be around the open. That's really it. I don't even know if it continues lower. It actually does. So there you go. But if we have a SMT up here, that's even better. Would you look at that? You have an SMT. So at this point, if you're inside of this, you can manage this, right? But I wouldn't enter past this. You know, once this is taken out, I'm personally not entering. Maybe you will. I just don't. And look what we have here, right? This candle manipulated, created the SMT. So I expect the next candle to distribute lower, right? If you want to look for continuation, you want to look for continuation signatures. This little consolidation shit, this little opposing candle. Now, I would ideally want an SMT right here. There is no SMT, I don't think. But it's pretty obvious, like little consolidation, right? And that is a continuation signature that you'd want to see. But yeah, basically the A plus model is going to be right here. From this high, you see this little, what you call it? CSD right here, good entry. And then just manage it. You don't have to TP right here, but you can use a projection and stuff. But like we know price is going to go right here at this point. And then you can just manage it, right? You have stuff to the left if you really wanted to. Look at that, right? You're inside of a 4-hour expansion candle, right? Let's go to the weekly time frame. Okay, it's within a weekly expansion candle as well, so that's good. Um, but yeah, let's look at some more examples. But yeah, that to me is like a really good model, honestly. Just like today in NQ, it's manipulation. Like my favorite models are going to be manipulation. It's the best. All right, so if we have any SMT here, I don't see. There actually is, but hold on. Let me try to find it exactly where it's at. Maybe not. 1030. 1030. All right, no, there's no SMT. Yeah, like I'm not trading any of this. Because look where New York opens. Like, what is our target? You know, nothing. I want to have like intraday highs and lows to target, and then past that, I want to have I want to look to the left, for targets. But here, like, the only thing I'm looking for, dude, is like for a retracement and some manipulation. So you see how we come back into this range? I'm then looking for a manipulation. Not so much manipulation for any of these lows to the left, because they're not really significant enough to me On the hourly chart, there's no highs or lows. They're not really that significant. I really want to see manipulation out of here. You see this little manipulation? There's an S&T there. That'd be cool. 1300. 1300. Okay, there is S&T. Right, so then you could target this high. This looks like news or something. I don't know. But I wouldn't trade this, but I'm just giving you an example of how I would trade a continuation. Always require manipulation for me personally. Now, if you were a London trader, this is a really good trade. Why? Because you have these equal highs, which is a continuation signature. And then you, if there's an S&T, that'd be awesome. There is. So at this point, I would check the 4-hour to see when that new open is at. All right, you see this open here, right? I would ideally look inside of here. For a minute though. All right, if I was to fade that 4-hour time frame, it would have to be this candle. I'd have to enter on this candle because this candle here on the 1 hour is also not an expansion candle. What we see inside of this candle is a reversal already. We have that expansion, mouth expansion, and the price is being supported by PD rays. We're holding this fair value gap. We have this opposing candle here. You could look for that, right? You could look for good target stuff past that. But you see what I mean by when we take out this high, price is more likely to chop. You know? We don't know what the price is next, so I don't like to enter past that. And I would wait for another manipulation, basically. See this? You manipulate this low, what are we getting? I want to look for continuation past this. This is what we're going to require. This low being taken right, and then again, same signature as we see down here. Expansion with expansion, same thing. And then this is when you see order flow holding, right? You see the opposing candles, right? And then once this high gets taken, I'm not looking anymore. I'm not looking to trade anymore. I'm looking to manage it at this point. Until we hit like, a higher time from key level, I don't really care about, it'd be a totally different story, right? But there's nothing to target intraday here, or really anywhere over here. So yeah, I'm not going to chase 15-minute candles or 5-minute candles, higher. It just doesn't work out too well a lot of the times. So let's look at this day maybe. It looks like the previous day manipulated this low. I will say this though. This is really good entry, right? This manipulation to these failure swings down here. There's no SMT, that's fine. Let's check if there is a 4-hour candle. What was I on? Was I on CL? Yeah. So this open high low close, this low is really nice. But now I'm just looking for this here. 9 a.m. Okay, there definitely is some sort of SMT right here. You have this range here. Hold on. So look right here. That's what I mean. Like I want to use this low as like a redistribution. Like not this opposing candle, because again, we're just kind of floating up. I don't trust these, bro. I need to wait for some sort of manipulation. And then I will look for redistribution back to this high, If you go like the 15-minute time frame, see how like these start to hold, Like just require manipulation. It's like so simple. And then once we take out this high, then again I'm not looking to trade until we get like some sort of SMT or something or manipulation again. But you see that SMT down here, right here. And this is where we get a new 4-hour open. So the previous 4-hour candle created SMT. This one I would start to want to see that small opposing run, which we do have. And just you see the lower time frame start to break up. Okay, so we already have that manipulation, that SMT. So now what do we need? Opposing candles to support expansion. All right, so now the low of the 10 a.m. candle is not protected by the CSD, right? It gets a little bit choppy, but yeah, you eventually get back up here. You see what I mean? It's this is more of like a not even a 1 hour model, to be honest. It's more like a maybe you could say it is, but it's like a continuation, like how I play continuation almost. But this here, this manipulation right here to this low is like the hourly models that I really like to trade. This is nice. This is a near continuation. Here was any S&P. So you see this S&P up here? And again, we have that aggressive move away from the manipulation, which is obviously expansion. And then once we trade into some lows, what do we get? Consolidation. Then we manipulate this high, these equal highs right here. And again, what is it supported by? A new 4 hour open, right? So this is where you expect the expansion to occur. And again, you look for the same thing, like S&P here. There's a small S&P right here. That works. Yeah, this is the CST in the 5 minute. But you could use this main one, to be honest. You have like just the continuation. You probably see it better on the 3 minute. Not really, but you have a fair value gap here. There's so many ways. Like sometimes I enter fair value gaps. Like I don't really have like a specific entry model. Like basically, all I like to enter before this even this low gets taken out. I don't like to enter down here. I just look to manage after this low gets taken out. What else, dude? Dun, dun, dun. Look here. Looks like another continuation. Yeah, looks like some SMT here. So again, looks like let's see with the higher time frame standpoint. Don't really have any SMT in the higher time frame, but just looking intraday, right? You just have like a 4 hour range, right, where we inverse this fair value gap or whatnot. So we're expanding away from taking out this low. And so what do we get after that? Consolidation. How do we know it's consolidation? Just have like inside bars. You have 1, 2, 3 candles inside of this one candle's range. So again, I want to trade manipulation away from consolidation. So expansion, consolidation. You must expand again. What do we have above us? That makes it pretty obvious. You just have highs, right? It's low resistance. But this SMT right here is what you want to trade, right? Look at the how the 4 hour candle supports that reversal into expansion. So yeah, you look to trade this, whatever your confirmation is. If it's the inverse fair value gap, a CSD, it's up to you. But you see how this, if I go to the daily chart, the daily candle is supporting this. See the small opposing run. The 4 hour candle is supporting this. The the intermediate time frame model is supporting this. Does that make sense? You're gonna get used to it. It's like really simple though. What's another one, bruh? There's something right here. There's an SMT up here. Be clean. There is. So I'll see this SMT here. So we get just look at recent order flow, right? We have this previous day being an expansion, a reversal into expansion. So if we expect continuation, what do we need? We need continuation signatures. So expansion met with a consolidation. Same thing as the last example. I want to wait for manipulation to trade back into the consolidation low, which we do have that SMT. You even have like some manipulation here, right? With that 6 a.m. open. So you go to the 4 hour chart. What do we have? That small opposing run, right? So the previous candle created, we basically manipulated and created that S&P, so we expect the next candle to expand into the lows. And you just confirm that on the lower time frame. You see how we're aligning candles? This is really just aligning the daily for the daily candle. It's that small opposing run, right? Supporting expansion. Now I have the 4 hour. We have that 4 hour and 1 hour model with the 4 hour expansion candle. And now if you want to use the continuation, right? Fair value gap, you could use the same logic, right? You are within a 4 hour candle and a daily candle expansion. We have yet to reach the final targets. So if this candle hit the key level, right, we want to trade the next candle away, right? But you could really do it fractally, like, all right, yeah, so like the 30-minute candle, right? It hit the key level, so you could already be early on, to be honest. But yeah, if you want to keep it like systematic and stuff. And here you would look for like SMT as well. Let's see. There's SMT here. I was looking for SMT here, but it's not. The CC is way down here, so you could just simply wait for this fair value gap right here. That's a pretty nice entry. Uh, and yeah, up here there's really no entry, to be honest. You would have got left. I think. Yeah. But yeah, see this low resistance? Like this is your best, gonna be your best models where you have a manipulation and low resistance to target supported by an expansion candle. If you just did that, bro, you will be fucking good. If you have a 1 hour, 4 hour CC, then do you wait for price to come and tap that's OB or do you go straight to low tap? No, I don't even like that's just a confirmation to like a higher time frame reversal for me. It's not even like a I barely enter off of those CSDs, I'm not gonna lie. Like inside of that CSD, again, I would need some sort of like manipulation or something. Like I'll show you an example. Let's go look. Let's try to find that CSD on the 4 hour. Mm, like at this, like we get the CSD here, but like you're way up here. That's not a good example. Yeah. Um, this is I remember this PA dude. I traded like this whole week. Awesome. Maybe like I don't even know. It's not a good example either, really. Maybe here's a good example. It's kind of like an intra candle CSD. Like I would trade this one. Like, but honestly, I would rather trade on these lows. I'm not gonna lie. That's how I like to trade because I like trading manipulation. But if there's SMT, there's not though. But it simply just wait. Hold on, let me check if there's SMT right here. No, there's not. Damn, that's fine though. So if we're just gonna go off this CSD here, I would wait for it to get tagged, right? But ideally, I want to see like let's see. All right, hold on. Okay. I mean, you have some stuff later on. You have a nice SMT later on. But I want to see that either expansion with expansion, which this is a version of it, where we expand lower, where we expand back into the range, and then we put a fair swing in that creates an order block. So you're either gonna have an inverse fair value gap that's lower in the leg that I want to see support price lower, or you're gonna have that fair swing that creates a CSD that I want to see support price higher, right? And this is where the order flow. So this is technically right expansion, mouth expansion. Why is this expansion? Because you see order flow holding, right? And then this previous hour hit that hourly order block, and then we're waiting for the next hourly open, which is right here, right? So now you have expansion candle supporting or in line with that expansion. So it's just like, yeah, I'll use it, but yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it has to come back, and I have to have something to target. We're gonna see a lot of times that um, I'm gonna really find an example for you uh, that I just wouldn't do it. Maybe something like, nah, hold on. Mm, Here's one. Let's just use a CSD for example. I'm not I'm not looking here because there's nothing to target. Like if we did something like this, and then we came back to it, this is what I mean. Like, yeah, I'll do it then because I have something to target. The price was just come here. I'm not trading that lower because this is not enough space. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it, but that's the best I can explain it. To be honest, this is what I'm talking about. If you ever want to see the signature expansion mode expansion, you're either gonna have an inverse fair value gap, but this inverse fair value gap is huge, right? You're gonna wait for a failure swing to be put in. See this failure swing creates an order block, so I want to see the support price higher. This is another example where I just wouldn't do it either. Right? You have this CSD, but again, like I'm not a big fan of it of trading this stuff. Just trading like these order blocks way up in a range. I can't do it. Like I just can't do it, bro. Maybe y'all can, but yeah, it doesn't really. I don't know. But I will do it. Maybe there's like a SMT and stuff though. So let's say we do something like this. That's the only way, dude. I will trust it. But let's say something like this. Like ideally, if it just sees off of a swing higher low, then yeah, obviously I'm gonna do it. Like this CSD, say this hourly time frame, a lower time frame, even if it's a small pullback, then I know it's already a manipulation model where it should expand with speed up here. So that's when I'll do it. But um, when I'm saying like if this is the hourly time frame or something, and we're just expanding really with no pullback, like this or something. But let's say an hourly open right here, then I'll do something like this. If we create like SMT right here, and then close over that, so now the hourly low is an order block, then yeah, I'll enter this or something. But I don't like doing it. Just to answer your question, I rarely do it. I would rather wait for a pullback. Then I have a model. I need something to target, you know. But if you are a OSOC trader or something, and you just want to catch the majority of the daily range, then you just enter off of it. But I don't like my stop loss to be that big. Uh, Also, do you go from the 4 hour to the 50-minute? Wait for CSD. Wait from the daily to the 1 hour. Wait for CSD. Hold on. You go from the 4 hour to the 50-minute and wait for 50 or from daily to the 1 hour. Well, I mean, if you're gonna use like time frame alignment, then yeah, that is the time frame alignment. I don't have like a strict time frame alignment. I like to align candles more. Um, I'm not really strict with it. These high time pushes just to anticipate expansion. Yeah, it's just literally just anticipate expansion. So like expansion on all time frames. So it is entries, right? Because if I'm anticipating a 4 hour expansion, then there's gonna be 5 minute, order flow supporting that expansion. Um, so yeah, it's fractal. It's the same approach. So it's up to you though, what you want to confirm it with. So I'm not really strict with it, dude. Like, I will literally trade the 3 minute. Like I traded the 3 minute on NQ today. I'll show you though. Um, so like we took out this low right with SMT within a 1 hour expansion candle and also the daily expansion candle. So what I'm framing it has to be within a model though on the intermediate time frame. Because once you trade away from an intermediate model, then this is when you get the best lower time frame like scalp entries. If you want to call it a scalp, not really a scalp. You see how the daily candle supporting this purge, and then we have SMT here. So I'm to be honest, I'm fading a 4 hour candle. Like I said, the open is really far away, but at least need to have a 1 hour expansion candle on my side. So I'm waiting for this 9 a.m. open, and then I have SMT right here. So I'm trading away from manipulation at a key time, right? So I'm getting it here to be honest. Like I don't need to see much more than this. This inverse right here, and then plus this fair value gap, like this is the reversal signature, right? Expansion method expansion. Right? That's all I need to see. And then my scaling is off of these series of opposing candles, like around here. That's it. And then, like I said, I like to get in before we take out this high, because again, look how it's just choppier. The real speed is going to come from here to here, and you want to manage it after that. This is how you get chopped and raped. That's probably not something I should say, but it's not something that I want to take. But yeah, I get in on the freaking 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute. As long as I see that signature, that's all I need to see. A lot of times you miss the move. That's how I find myself missing the move a ton on the 5 minute, even sometimes. Do you use next day? Yeah, next day model is like a part of my plan. I don't swing trade. That's crazy. Can you take a look on this sell side taken, but do not travel to the draw? Okay, what is this? Oh, is this gold? You see? Oh, it's like micros again. You see one? Yeah, I think that's gold. Okay, let's take a look at it. Because I'm with you. Actually, I wanted this buy side too, but again, like the only reason I take it, I'm not too like like high on it, is because we're already. It's what you're entering is really high in the daily range, to be honest, and you're also fading the weekly candle. You have the weekly candle as an expansion candle, and notice how it's the same model, guys. So the previous week creates SMT and hits this fair value gap. What do we trade? We don't wait for this candle two to close. We trade this candle two as long as it has a small opposing run. But yeah, I don't want to fade this weekly candle for one. And like the draw on liquidity, the easy draw for this day is this high, and that already got taken. But I did like the continuation signature, because look at these failure swings. You're not even wrong. I don't think it's not the worst trade to ever take. You could have traded off of this low, right? This manipulation and to this high, but again, this is not manipulation because it would have expanded up here. So your invalidation really is when price basically when this swing low fails, like you're cooked. Like there's no reason price should come back to this swing low, because this fair value gap should hold, right? Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong you did, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But just with that being said, maybe fading the weekly candle, uh, kind of high in the daily range. That's the only thing I could think of, man. Let's say there's the SMT there. I don't even remember what we're talking about. Which SMT? Like, are you talking about gold? Yeah, it's really easy to understand, bro. Like, actually, it's like super easy. But I don't want people to like pattern trade this little model here, because it's not meant to be pattern traded. It's meant to. You're gonna align this, this little two candle rule that I use with key levels. You're gonna align it with signatures and price. Like you need to understand signature price. Uh, that's the most important part. Like if you understand this right here, it's very, very nice. So look, we'll start like over here, right? So clear retracement, because we are leaving failure swings. So that is a continuation signature. We have a low to a high, right? And when we want to trade away, or when we basically want to get that new phase of price, which would be then it'd be expansion. What do we need? We need manipulation, right? And so align this with a weekly candle, right? Whenever you get that true expansion, it's going to be the weekly candle. But now you need the manipulation part, which is where this comes in on the lower time frame, right? With SMT, right? So we initially take this low out. We initially take this low out. So now it's just about what phase of pressure we can get. So obviously this is not reversal, right? It's a continuous signature. It's just expansion, consolidation. To expect this low to be taken out, right? And now we get really the same thing after taking out this low. It's just consolidation, right? So then price comes and takes out this low. So literally just waiting until price takes out a low and actually gives you the signature. It's literally that simple. And then we have SMT here as well, I remember. So if the previous week manipulated and has the reversal signature, which you can trade this by the way, although it is fading that weekly candle, what do you do within? You're within a daily candle. And by the way, why did this fail over here? Why did this previous low reversal point fail? It's because the first off the weekly open is really far, but that's not really why. It's because the daily open doesn't support it. You see that? How far it is. So this candle here, right, supports it, right? You're opening up next to the reversal point with SMT with the signature of reversal. That's the important part, right? See the expansion into it, expansion away, right? So to answer someone's question, if you're still here, this is a really good examples of when you said, "Would I trade this?" No, I wouldn't. This first tag I would not trade because there's literally nothing to target. Like, it comes back, all you have to target is maybe this candle's high. That's really it, you know? I would wait for this, right? Or trace into it. Here, this is the key level. Get finishing to target. So I want a model, you know? I don't want like whatever it is. Um, so the previous week or reverse, we expect obviously an open low high close with that close. What we so expand, right? If the previous week expanded, we can already get a new phase of price right after expansion early on the week. So literally all we have is this. We have these fair swings, right? And then obviously they start drawing liquidity. So anything that gets taken to the downside, we want to see price rejecting it. Hold on, who's messaging me? All right, never mind. Wait, am I good? Internet connection? No way. Am I good? You don't see? Okay, okay. Anyways, how much did y'all miss? Did y'all where did y'all see me go over so far? Did you already see this manipulation down here? Did it when I covered that? Okay. All right. Part oh, okay. Y'all explain that part again real quick. So hopefully y'all saw that um, why we would uh, why this is an applicable data trade because of the first off the reversal signature rate. So we already know that the daily phase of price we should expand again, right? Because of the retracement signature here. But now we just need to wait for manipulation. So this day hit the previous this day hit the key level. And again, we're not pattern trading, right? Are we going to pattern trade this? No, because do we have a reversal signature in that day? No, right? We don't. It's just a consolidation. So the open's too far away, and the signature of reversal doesn't look lagging and fuck. uh, I think it's good now. Maybe. Yeah, it's good now. We good now? Yeah. You said wait. All right, I'm waiting. Go to on your end. Okay. Maybe it's you, TWX. I'm just kidding. That was probably me though. All right. All right, I'm gonna continue now. All right, so basically, if you want to trade the day of the reversal, like I said, you need basically the reversal signature, you need the daily candle being expansion candle, which we do have. Right, this is that right here, I think. No, that's not it. Sorry, it's right here. Um, we also have SMT, right? So, and then the CSD. But someone asked me, what do I do when the CSD gets created? Do I trade like right when it gets hit or something? In this case, I wouldn't because this is the first candle that hits it, right? But there's no model. There's no external to take. There's no internal, like this being the internal key level. The external, it gets taken in the first candle. But I would take this though, where we have these failure swings, right, into the key level, right? And then we also have this manipulation, right? So we're basically manipulating into the key level. Then I would take it. It's literally the same thing, right? It's just retracement, and then we're manipulating into expansion. Um, but yeah, so basically you have to wait for this signature for that next phase of price to occur. Now, let me go back here. Okay, so we're basically on this week here. Right, so the previous week manipulated, and we expect an open low high close, right? Um, and what we have here on the 4-hour chart is the Monday kind of ranges, right? And then we have this, right? So kind of like a slow kind of consolidation right here as well, right? You see, you have these two inside bars inside of one candle. Then we reverse off this low. And then we create a order block. Whoops. Right, which is also a Tuesday. So if you want to trade this day, what do we have, right? Consolidation, manipulation, in London session. Perfect. You can literally trade down here. Like you don't even have to wait for the CSD. I don't wait for the CSD, especially if there is an SMT. I never wait. But what I will wait for is the 4-hour open. You see how this candle hits the key level? I want to trade this candle higher, right? Um, and then again, this candle hits the key level. What does the next candle do? Expand. Isn't that kind of crazy? And then what do we do? What is this right here? Consolidation. So what do we want to wait for to trade away from consolidation? Manipulation, right? So we could trade this candle as well, right? And what's it supported by? A small opposing run and the weekly profile, right? So we have Monday ranging, Tuesday low of the week, uh, which is also manipulation at the low of the week. So then we could trust this to trade away from into these highs. There's even more like good PA to go over. Again, so we take out this high, right? And what phase of price do we get? What can we expect? Just a new phase of price, right? We just get consolidation, which is a continuation signature again. So we need to expand against this high. But let's check for any SMT around here. You can see it really cleanly over here. Right, price in the same candle, it manipulates and expands back in the range. And we expand, consolidation, expansion, and then we have SMT right here with silver. So if this SMT is a hold, right? What do we need, right? What do we want to see the signature, right? We want to see expansion away from that SMT, which is what we get. Okay, see that signature of expansion, method expansion? It always usually has like a inverse fair value gap, and it always looks like a V, like it's like a V shape almost. And then we get consolidation, which is a continuation signature, right? Away from this manipulation. And then you just look for targets, this low. This is just a crazy range, right? Like that's crazy as shit. Um, but yeah, so this candle, obviously a reversal candle. So you would just look for the next candle to form. If you've seen T-Trade's videos, T-Trade video on this, right? You want the candle to form in the lower half of this range, basically. And if we're going to go to the daily charts, ideally, I would want to see some sort of obvious manipulation. So if there's like S and T here, that'd be gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, there clearly is. What the hell, though? I think that's like 2 a.m. candle. Hold on. Oh, this is weird. It's like not really correlated. Let me try to go over here, though. Okay, hold on. I think there is actually right here. 6 a.m. November 4th. No, I'm looking at something else. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at right now. There's some sort of daily SMT though. Yeah, you see this? So there was SMT. I'm just trying to figure out what candle. This Fair Valley Gap has SMT. So that day was Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah, so this day here, obviously we can be bearish for the SMT here. I just don't know what candle it's within. Let's check. The thing is weird. It's like 2100. 2100. Okay, so it's this candle right here. This one, which is kind of weird to me. And then you have another SMT with the next 4-hour candle because this candle keeps going higher. But um, you have this fair value gap that could be nice, aligned with a 4-hour open high low close. This 4-hour open here. The only problem, okay, yeah, you already have it aligned. You also see this manipulation out of the gap that I like. You have the CSG here. The 5-minute. Oh, this is fucking nice. Oh my god. I always feel really comfortable trading away from like intermediate term highs. See this here? You have a breaker block here, and you can always get like a continuation off of a breaker block usually, like a propulsion block almost. See this here? There's like really good entries here. That's the Asia high of the day, just with S&P. It's just with that basically that weekly open high close, right? You have Monday, Tuesday kind of consolidating, and then Wednesday we create S&T, and then we expand. It's just expansion into high, expansion away, consolidation, which is a continuation signature into all these feather swings and stuff. So that's like really good phase of the price to study and stuff there, honestly. Yeah, I'm like literally yapping right now. Where are we at, dude? All right, we're gonna stop right here. Where can you find the stream later on? So, oh yeah, I think he already. Okay, he answered you. Why do you not consider the first smart money reversal valid? Or is it because of the consolidation after the reversal? Where was this at? Where were you talking about? Is it a gold? Was it like at the lows? If I remember. Okay, at the lows, right? Or no? Because I know what you're talking about. If you're talking about the lows, Mm, 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 mm. The 4-hour lows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so look, it was like somewhere. Was it the weekly time frame? Fuck, where the hell were we at, dude? Oh yeah, let's go here, right? All right, so once we're inside of a key level, right? Because this is basically the framework, right? You have expansion, you have a low to high, you have a key level, right? And we're just retracing, right? So that is a continuation signature. Whenever you see like failure swings, no manipulation at the retracement points. That's just retracement, right? So this is we expect continuation, right? Expansion. So in order to get expansion, we need to see manipulation. So it's either going to be manipulation off this low, it's some low, right? So do we see a reversal signature off of this low? Let's check. No, right? This is consolidation, right? So once we expand into a low, we get a new phase of price, but it needs to be a reversal, which is always looks the same, right? It's expansion with expansion. So do you see expansion away from this low? With this manipulation? No, it's just consolidation. So again, this is a continuation signature, meaning that this low will get taken, usually. So when this gets taken, this can become the new reversal point. But where is the, if we go here, do we see expansion away from this? No, right? There's literally consolidation, like literally, like it's clean consolidation. So this becomes a new low. Like I'm not going to trade away from failure swings, is what I'm saying, right? So we're just waiting for that signature, right? Expansion to low, expansion away. You'll see that on the hourly time frame. This is probably news, which is even better. Yeah, it's news. It's literally even better, right? So you combine the economic calendar with that. That's nice, right? So this is what we want to see, right? We want to trade away from high resistance. None of this was high resistance. There's no expansion away. And I was also saying it's less likely to be a reversal because of the daily candle, the way it's forming, right? The open is too far away and we closed way too low, you know? So it's gonna restrict this low anyways, more than likely. So yeah, once we have the state delivery with paired with this signature, now we're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Look at all these feather swings up here too. Like super clean, bro. Super clean. Hold on, I'll get to that. I was right here. Is it recording this? So key levels on the higher time frame, like the 4 hour or 1 hour, are just points of interest, such as higher low. Once we tap into those key levels, make a small closing run, looking frame. Yeah, so basically it's like this. Let me explain IPTA because it actually might be confusing on what timeframes to use. So IPTA can, or phases of price can form on the they can form on any time frame. So like when we let's say expand this high, you either get the reversal phase on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or the daily. Like we actually don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is why we inside of this candle here, this is why I have this rule, right? If it's gonna be an hourly reversal, this is exactly why this rule. If it's gonna be hourly or 4 hour reversal, it's going to happen within the next 2 days. But anything longer than that, more than likely a daily phase of price, you know? Like if I go let's go look. Um, oh yeah, I remember this by the way. So there's an SMT here, right? We take out this low, and there's another SMT here. But even if you check out this high, right? If you take out a super uh like a weekly swing point, like a major swing point, you can already expect, bro, that there's not going to be an hourly reversal or 4 hour. Honestly, probably not, right? Probably a weekly or a daily, more than likely a daily. What we see here is a expansion right into this high, and then we get consolidation. Right? We just have an inside bar. Then we have a fair value gap, right? So if you want to use the hourly and the 4 hour, you need to narrow it down, right? You need to wait for these candle closes, right? It's just a better framework. So after this weekly close, then I could look inside of this candle here, you know what I'm saying? And this is where I would look for reversal points because I already know that the reversal's already put in. So now I'm just trading within one candle. It makes it a lot easier. When we take out like lows down here and stuff, I could frame reversals off of those, you know? Whereas, like, if I don't wait for a candle to close or something, um, or if that phase of price isn't confirmed or I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Like this, hold on. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, dude. I got lost right there. But Yeah, hopefully what I just said makes I got lost, dude. I like totally just went brain dead right there. I literally forgot what I was talking about. But hopefully that makes sense. Um, we'll find. Okay. But yeah, phase of price can happen on the daily or the 4-hour daily. But it, that new phase of that lower time from phase of price, as in like 1 hour, 4 hour, is gonna happen within your daily candles and your 4 hour or your weekly candles. But if you take out like a weekly external point, like you're not gonna have a 1 hour, 4 hour phase of price. You're gonna have like a daily. You know what I'm trying to say? Kind of how you anticipate it. And then once you hit a key level, once the previous candle hits a key level, then you can drop down to the 1 hour, 4 hour, because that's when you want to see the next candle expand. That's when we're focused on candle um, 2 and 3, right? Mm, Do I look at news? Yeah, on FX replay you can. In that specific example, gold, how would you enter? Let's go check. Let's check if there's anything. I think I might have ditched something. Let's check. Oh no, it's like one of these days. Hmm, Hold on. Go back the other way. It was this day I think we were talking about. Is that little hourly swing low? That's one possible one. But this is this is like late New York, so it's not something that I would probably take, to be fair. Can I go to 1 minute here? No, I can't. Okay, so like obviously you can't answer this because this is whatever you call it. So for me to get continuation right, I need to see a move back lower, right? This is like a scalp, something you do for a scalp almost, like this low, taken out, this CSD or whatever, this high. And then you would basically be hoping that price would expand past this. This could be like TP1, and you could, hope for that. But if it does something like this, where you just retrace, right? Uh, I would then need to see some sort of manipulation, but you could say this is manipulation, maybe trade back to these highs, but you would have got stop break even or something. But this is what I really like. Like this is more established low to really say that this is manipulation, right? This is just like a little short term low, not really something. It is retracement signature, right? We have all these little feather swings that I really like, and then we're leaving you even more. So this is what I really like, a more established swing low, and then you could see if there's S&P here, which there is S&P. You see that S&P. The only problem here is the time. It's just not. There's not enough time in the day, But this would be your final TP for the day because of the time aspect. So what you could do is like you need to see the reversal signature, expansion method expansion. You have a fair value gap that maybe doesn't get tagged. I don't think it gets tagged. So we have a couple options, right? You could use the sell side of the curve, right, and look for reaccumulation in these areas. Uh, use these equals again. Like, what are we doing right now? The S&P here. What time is this? 13:51. Whoops. 13:50. Okay, yeah. There's S&P right here. So again, same thing. Waiting for a little established low to be put in. Look at these little fair swings, right? And you have this CSD here. So it's either like something within here, this inverse. Maybe there's like an inverse fair value up on the 5 minute. Okay, you have this. You have a 5 minute CSD. Right, so it's either that or this. That's really the only entries I see, honestly. And I'm not entering up here. It's like not worth it. The RR would be like really shit. But something like this, right, at least 2R, it's not bad. And then of course we're also in 1 hour expansion candles, right? You see these expansion candles? And then, so you see this 4 hour candle? Internal to this 4 hour candle, we have this manipulation here, right? And then this is the 1400 open right here of the new 4 hour candle. But the real expansion will happen the next day. The very nice one. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Is reversal into consolidation valid? Can we consolidate after reversal? Yeah, you can consolidate after reversal. So it's like this. Because reversal is just expansion. It looks like this. So I don't know if you're asking, I understand that second part. I don't know if you're asking about this, where let's say we want this reversal point at this low, right? Is my shit going to be, okay, cool. We want to reverse off this low, let's say. So once we expand here, we actually don't know what the phase of price is going to be. So we let price play out. So it's either going to be expansion with expansion, which is a reversal signature. But if it does something like this, if it consolidates, then we need to see an AMD reversal like this, right? Oh, I have no idea, to be honest. That's, yeah, I really don't know. I think Clay, or not Clay, Uncle Cody found it. Yeah, you would need an AMD reversal like right here. So it's either that, and it's same thing like that we were demanding right here. Expansion with expansion. It's going to be expansion into this low, into low and expansion out. So just like we saw in gold, if I can find it for you again, that's right here. Expansion in, expansion out. It's very quick, right? When you see expansion into low over here, it's just choppy. There's no willingness to trade away. You see that? We're just waiting. You know, you see that here, so that becomes a reversal point. Um, and yeah, so if price says this, right, reversal, and then consolidates, that is a continuation signature where it would need to either expand at least into the consolidation high, at least. So if it comes down, this is ideal. This is like the perfect thing you want to see. You want to see it take out the consolidation low first to trade into the consolidation high. That's your best thing to happen. If it does something like this, say it retraces, ideally you want to see like fair swings up here, right? And then the way you'd leave this is some sort of manipulation out of here, or like SMT aligned with a new opening of a candle. So let's say this candle here, retrace, the next candle will expand, basically. You'd look for that to happen. Oh, that all depends. So if it's like the low of the day or something, I will use the 5 minute to be honest, but it has to be like super clean. And like ideally at uh, I'll even use the 3 minute, I'm not gonna lie. If the time is like aligned like today, the- I use a 3 minute for the basically the low this session. That's because there was SMT and 9:30 created a low. So, I have more on my side, so I can kind of get in before. But generally like 5 or 15 minute. If we're gonna talk about like an intermediate time frame, CSD. If it's a higher time frame, I gotta use like the hourly. I don't really use 4 hour for CSD honestly, or for like confirmation. I'll use it as a key level. Like I'll use a order block as a key level, but I don't need it. This part was a bit confusing. Which part? The reversal and consolidation part type of thing? Yeah, tell me what part you're confused about. Mr. Speaker, your chin looks like balls. What the what? That's crazy work. Please what pair do you use gold correlation? You can use silver or uh, gold euro. Look, let's say the correlation. Yes, these two. This SMT here. So if this is going to hold, it's likely going to expand tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Um, 2 hours, 30 minutes is crazy. What have been the hardest thing to overcome, technically speaking? Um, Holding trades is like the psychological part, or like taking break evens. I can't stand taking break evens, bro. Oh my god, it's the reason why, dude. It's hard because sometimes on a 50K account, I can really only go in with one contract, so it's hard to manage. You can't take partials, really. So that shit pisses me off. Like sometimes. Technically speaking, what the hardest thing? Hmm, dude, I don't know. It's just a lot. I honestly think the better you are, technically in your trading, is the easier your psychology will be. But man, I don't know, man. I really couldn't tell you, bro. I will say, like, understanding the phase and price, and then open, high, low, close, and how to incorporate the two are like the best, or like the most important thing. So maybe that was hard for me to learn, or to understand. I guess maybe that was hard for me to overcome. I don't really know. It's just been like such a long time that I couldn't even like tell you. Took me like a pretty long time to learn. So and I'm still learning. I'm just one of y'all, bro. We all the same. No, the one where you said that you got a bit lost. Oh, okay. I think it was with the order block stuff. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not even sure. If you can just ask me in the chats or something, if you're still confused. What is this, bro? I don't even know what that is. Can you elaborate? Oh, this is freaking Sophie. Oh god, dude. No, I do not pay 9.99 to that fit. Oh, do you take partials in your trades or just final TP? Yeah, it depends because if I go in two contracts, because I trade minis, I don't trade micros. Um, then I can't take partials. If I go in one, if I go in two, then yeah, I can take a partial. I Freg, don't even say it, bro. He's gonna be like D1, 1 hour trader or some shit. If you guys didn't know, this guy's a troll. He loves me. Uh, I did not show you shit. What the hell are you talking about, bro? You're a D1 simp. Do you trade? Uh, do you trade gold long because I had shorted and otherwise? No, no. You do you, bro. I didn't trade gold today. Trend line retest, goaded, bro. Uh, do not just go for micro. Oh well, with Top Step, I trade Top Step mainly, and you can only trade with two contracts, so you can only trade with two micros, which is nothing. That's like nothing. So I'm like forced to trade, but yeah. If I'm trading MFU, then I can trade that. But probably gonna hop off pretty soon. Is there any more of this? Bruh. Oh shit. Here, hold on. I want me to tell her what's on because I have it here. Uh, ask Mimi what her like provider is for like TV. Prime Video is what it's showing on for me. GB what?
TC. GB and then TC.
All right, let's look. What channel is the game on? Oh, whoops. Can't focus, bro. Chiefs game on. Fox? Yeah, Fox. But let me search what Fox channel. GB. 5. Okay, try 515. Oh, it's mock right now? Holy moly. Mock clean? I barely did mock, dude. Oh my god. It's nothing? His ass? You trade mock right here, you're D1 gambler. Wait, it's not on Fox? Bruh. Hold on. Hmm. You got on? Oh, shit. It should be around there. Search around there. Something. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them saying Prime Video. They're fucking greedy. You don't put on cable no more, bro. You gotta have Prime and shit. All right, I'm probably gonna end it pretty soon, guys. Unless you got questions. Any questions? Should I buy TradingView? Um, maybe. If you want second charts, maybe. Pretty good, honestly. I wonder how long it is. Have you back? I woke up every morning. Yeah, I did backtest a lot. It was fun to me. That's why, though. It's fun. I Fred, you need to get fucking FX replay and show me your stats. Show me your stats, D1. Dude, I struggled for a long time on backtest too. Backtest is fucking hard. That ass not easy. It's just like live trading without emotions, you know? Like there's no patience required, there's no, you don't care if you lose, but it's still hard though. You still have to know where price is freaking going. Still good practice for like technicals. I think it's kind of fun. At least I did at the time. Bro. Damn, bro, he's leaking DMs now. All right, I'm ending this, guys. I'll catch you later. TWX, you can take your time. Yeah? You guys want a backtesting session? All right, I'll catch you later. We'll do another stream another time though. Can you answer one last question? Sure. What's up? Hell no. Now it's crazy work. I've been streaming for 2 hours, 3 hours. Do you use the 4-hour OB as a continuation, or do you wait for price to come back into them? Okay, so for order blocks, for like a 4-hour order block, I don't require a 4-hour CSD to have like a weekly reversal or a daily reversal, but I will use it as a key level. Um, so like I'll show you. Let's try to find a 4-hour order block example. But like, let's see, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't use them that much. Now that I think about it, bro, I don't really use 4-hour order blocks or 1-hour order blocks. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. Like I'd rather wait for manipulation. I'm gonna find one, dude. That one, the one that gets tagged. Like we could say that this one gets tagged, right? We have like, this low being taken. This is the order block, right? There's also this fair value. But what I would need to see in this basically is just another model, like, pretty much. Like I need to see manipulation out of this, like I said. So this is the previous day hitting the key level. Now, why would I not trade this day? Well, because for one, the daily candle, look how far the opposing run is. Um, yeah, it's just also hitting the candle too late in the day, to be honest. So if I'm going to trade away the next day, then I need to see manipulation like this with like SMT and stuff. So perfect, dude. Like I don't know if you want to count this as trading away from a 4-hour order block, but you technically could. All right, so here's the 1-hour model away from this key level, you could say. Even though we kind of already hit this high, to be honest. But you know what I'm saying, hopefully. Yeah, I would trade this though. Something like this. Or I would require some manipulation like this. So this high resistance back to low resistance up here. But there's no SMT, which is it's fine. But yeah. You can just see it, right? So like look, you have the expansion. Inside of this expansion channel, you basically have consolidation. Right? We have that. This is like a 1-hour low over here. You can manipulate that 1-hour low inside of this candle, which is 2 a.m. And you could expect the 6 a.m. candle to expand into these highs. But like any of this stuff here, like when I look at this here, one could say that we're inside of this order block, but I don't even like look at it that way. Like I feel like there's manipulation here. Yeah, like I'm trading off this. I don't even care about this order block, to be honest. Like this is what I'm really focused on. Is these highs being manipulated, you know? And again, look, this candle manipulates this high. I'm trading this candle. I'm trading this candle lower, right? Because if I don't pattern trade CSDs either, you can't pattern trade anything, bro. So look at this CSD, you got destroyed. Trying to look for longs. Let's go to the daily candle here. Why would I be favoring shorts? Because of the daily candle, right? Look at the small opposing wick. This is one of my favorite profiles. This is literally what happened today, basically. Is we basically come back to the daily open, manipulate the daily range in New York session. So this time you're always gonna have like some intermediate time frame target, and you want to have that small opposing run supporting this. So you can't like I said, you can't penetrate anything, dude. This CSD you can't penetrate, right? You want to pattern trade, not pattern trade, but you want to always look at phase of price when we react to reversal points, right? To see this expansion with expansion right here off of this high. And again, we're aligning with the daily candle and the 4-hour candle. So yeah, if you want to use my model, like my approach as simple as possible, it's going to be aligning expansion candles, and trading away from manipulation. That's it. To be honest. Wig is crazy, bro. All right. That'll be it. I'll catch y'all later.